from the great state of Arizona for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Secretary Guzman, for showing up today. My colleague, Mr. Phillips, had a tough time with us holding an investigation about registering people to vote. I want to confirm to Mr. Phillips and everybody else in attendance and to you, Secretary Guzman, that we have no problem registering people to vote. What we have a problem with is this administration, and you in particular, ma'am, using the full weight of your agency and the federal government and tax dollars to focus these registration efforts to acquire more Democrat votes. Mr. Phillips said that we haven't been provided with a shred of evidence that this administration has engaged in electioneering operations. I find that interesting since we have been asking for information and data on these programs since March and have still not gotten them. Secretary Guzman, last night, after we've been asking for information, data, documents since March, your administration chose to drop documents to this committee in the evening when everybody was in bed, right the night before you were supposed to testify before this committee. What do you think, what kind of optics do you think that delivers? What do you think the message that sends to this committee and to the American people who are watching this committee?
The agency has scaled up. I've actually expanded the staff to comply with all of the requests for letters and information.
So was that just a coincidence, ma'am, that
this was
we've been
our
asking
push.
for 6 months and all of a sudden last night before you were supposed to testify here today, you chose to send us 2,000 pages of documents?
On this particular issue, we had already sent over 1,200 pages of official calendar entries. We had already sent 3,000 pages in response to 8 different production response. Last night was more calendar items for additional months.
Secretary Guzman, do you believe it's an appropriate use of your time and resources to be going out and trying to register Democrat votes?
I do not. I do not go out and register. Again, it is a link on our website. I go out and meet with small
Oh, so you don't go out and hold, you guys don't go out and hold events across the country and then bring in the state to register voters?
No, we do
You're not doing that?
No, we do not.
So you're defying the executive order that President Biden laid out?
We are complying as best as we can as a small agency by putting on a website link for small businesses who are seeking information to be able to go directly to the government, nonpartisan government source.
So you're trying to convince us that your efforts are bipartisan, is that correct?
They are nonpartisan. That's
So they're
correct.
bipartisan? You're trying to register Republicans and Democrats? Is that what you're trying to do? Is that
I'm
what
not
you're saying?
trying to register anybody. I'm trying to provide information to small businesses who are interested in registering.
No,
to vote.
that's exactly what you're trying to do, per the executive order. Ms. Guzman, since that's your position, I'm guessing that you brought data to support that. How many Democrats has your administration registered with these events?
We launched the link on our website about 6 weeks
That's not what I'm asking. I'm not
We have
asking about the
registered
link.
zero.
I'm asking
We have
how many
registered
Republicans versus how many Democrats have you guys registered to prove that this isn't partisan?
There have been 0 registrations as a result of the links that we've put on our website. And we don't register voters. We don't have registration events at the SBA. We meet with small businesses about access to capital and contracting and networks. And
So you have no data to take back to your
I do have
boss?
data. It is 0. Unfortunately, this
So
has not
zero?
been effective, and there have been 0 registrations as a result. So this has not been an effective program. I am also
So it's not been an
doing
effective
it-
program? So you're
Well,
going out
I
there
will say that, yes,
wasting
0.
your
I'm not
time and
wasting-
resources on an ineffective program. It sounds like you're being about as effective
I've spent
for
more
the
time-
small business community as you are in registering voters. That's
I'm
what you're
very
saying?
effective for the SBA programs, which I'm happy to talk about. That's why I'm here to talk about the SBA's programs. This was a website link. This was not a priority that I spent my time personally on, as I've shared with you. And so in terms of, putting the website link up 6 weeks ago, you're asking how many people have registered as a result. It is 0.
Okay, so businesses right now, small businesses, because we hear from them all the time, we've conducted multiple hearings, are getting crushed right now with regulation, inflation, and struggling to hire qualified employees. and this is the type of stuff you're spending your time on.
Well, I will spend more time talking about voting and our NVRI.
One last question,
response
Mr.
in
Chairman.
this committee than in the entire
How do
time
you
of this
square spending your time with going on 48 trips for Democrats and only 9 for Republicans?
Gentleman's time has expired.
Can she answer the question, Mr. Chairman?
Quickly.
How do you square that?
Expired. Time's expired.
I go out and meet with small businesses because small businesses are not in the halls of Congress. They are on main streets. They're in innovation.
Time is up.
48 to 9.
Time is up.